And we are back, Odell's Roundtable, and we're joined by my special guest. Let me give you an introduction to my friend right here, okay? She is the founder, artistic director, and lead dance educator at Project Slide, her own company, okay? She is a native of South Carolina. She started getting trained professionally dancing and received her BFA.
Yes.
Just like your boy, I got a BFA as well.
Okay.
I always, has her Bachelor of Fine Arts in Dance from the University of Minnesota.
Absolutely.
Minnesota. I always laugh when I think about staying up in Minnesota.
There you go. Yes. Thank you.
Here we go.
Me
Here we
too.
go. Here we go. Don't get this guy started.
Yes.
All right. And then this led you to a lot of teaching, but also to working with different dance troupes.
Absolutely.
And then you made your way to Atlanta. And you work with such artists ranging from Lloyd, D. Woods, and Danity Kane. And then, I mean, you did some choreography work, artistic direction for a YouTube sensation, Turquoise
Jeep.
Turquoise Jeep, yes, millions of hits with that.
Yes.
Also, recently, with the work with Chloe and Haley, those two young ladies have been signed to Beyonce's Parkwood label.
Parkwood.
Very big, very big. So then you look at that. Also, I mean, just a woman of many hats. You're a mother, businesswoman.
Yes.
I mean, you still dance, you still get active. To me, also one of the most upbeat and positive people I know.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, introduce my friend Sam, AKA Cakes, to the house. What's going on?
Yes, what's up, Mr. Odell? Look at you.
I'm so excited to have you here, Sam.
No, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my
I'm
goodness.
honored,
Listen,
my brother.
I'm trying to remember if you probably have told me, or maybe I forgot. How did you get the nickname Cakes?
Oh, okay. You want to go there? Yes. So when I first moved to Atlanta, let's go back. That's when I got it.
Okay.
I have a friend of mine whose name is Dak.
Okay.
And we used to hang out a lot, and we used to go to auditions.
Okay.
And he used to like just give people the coolest nicknames. You know how you hang out with somebody and you're like, okay, okay.
Right, that's true.
So he just
That's
started
true.
labeling people, and I was just like, you know, I can't continue to go to these auditions saying, hi, my name is Sammantha. You know, and he was like, I said, please just give me a nickname. And he was like, let me think about it. You know,
Okay.
so whenever they would come over, I would always have these little Debbie snack cakes. And I used to, you know me, I'm country. I was just like, hey guys, you want some snack? You want some Debbie cakes? And they were like, okay. So you can always count on me to have a little Debbie.
Right.
And he said, I got it. And I was like, what? He said, I got your name. I was like, what? He said, Cakes. And I was like, I don't know. It sounds a little stripperish. And he was like, no, but people are going to always ask you how you got that name. And I was like,
okay.
So for the longest, I would say Sammantha AKA Cakes. And he was like, no, you got to drop it. If you're going to do it, you got to commit to it. And I was like, okay. You know, so I started doing it. And sure enough, people like Cakes. I was like, okay, this is working.
Wow.
So that's how I got it.
That is funny, too, because, so, you know, I met Sam years ago, and we're just going to leave it at that. We'll say, we still look good. You know, many years ago. But I remember, you tell me your nickname. But it's funny, too, because on the Roundtable, we talk about relationships, right, and building relationships. And I think about us, because we work together. You know, my first job in Atlanta was working alongside you.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that was your first.
Yeah,
okay.
like my first job, we're going way back to the Woodruff Arts Center. And it's funny, too, because, you know, we talk about, like, humble beginnings, right? And so here you had two people, you know, you and myself, both come from small markets. You know, I'm coming from Alabama. You know, you had the whole Minnesota and South Carolina thing going on.
Minneapolis and South Carolina. Small town in South Carolina.
Yeah, small town in South Carolina. You know, but I'm saying it's just where we're coming from. And then we're here, and then I remember meeting you, and we both were like, aspirations, right? Like, oh, man, these creative aspirations and stuff like that. Like, but because a lot of times people, this is what they worry about, you know, they're working at 9-to-5 jobs. Like, how did you keep that positive energy? Because it's hard sometimes when you're on the 9-to-5 grind.
You know, I think when you just have that genuine passion, like I was just so passionate that it just like I couldn't, you know, it was hard to kind of not be positive and not see the bigger picture. Like I always saw like, this is, I don't know. I always knew I had bigger dreams. I think coming from a
Yeah.
smaller town.
Okay.
Let me make that more clear. Coming from a smaller town and then thinking that you'll never get this chance. So it's different. When you always have it, you kind of don't have that same hunger.
Ooh,
but I'm originally from South Carolina, like Estill, South Carolina, a really, really, really small town.
Right.
Then I went to Minneapolis, and I wanted to be a hip hop
taste of
dancer.
it. You got a little
Yeah, I
taste?
got a little taste of the city, but hip hop wasn't big. So it was
Right,
still
right.
like, okay, I want to be bigger than this. So once I get close to it,
Yeah.
you know, so once I got to ATL and I just felt the vibe, it was just like nothing can calm me down because it's here.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
could go out and see Usher and whoever,
Right,
you know.
right.
You know, you could see them be like, oh my God, it's way more possible. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it was kind of hard to lose it for me.
Yeah.
You know, of course
Now-
there were like moments.
Oh, we all have
you
moments,
know,
yeah.
but I just always thought I'm so close. Like you never had this before. You never had this access before. So now that you have
Yeah.
it, you can't.
Well, you know, and that's a great point that you're making because a lot of times too, we tell people, and I always encourage young people, like you said, just get close to it, right?
Yes.
You know, get close to it, get a
Yes.
taste
Be-
of it,
be where it's
because
at,
it was
yeah.
the same thing too. Like you said, I mean, because I remember me. You know, here I was coming from Montgomery, and we're sitting up there at the box office, and people be walking by. You always had to stop me sometimes, like, Odell, leave that. I was like, wait a minute.
I was talking about that
I was
earlier.
like, this person's going to a show. I'm like, oh, is that
Yeah.
Milkman Peoples?
Oh
Like-
yeah. We would see a lot of
We
people
would-
working at the arts. And
Yeah, we would see a lot of people at
That
the
was
art
a prime
center,
example.
And you know, you had already got comfortable to the point like, okay, I've seen these people, and I was like, wait
Oh
a
my
minute,
God,
oh
that
my
was such
goodness.
a yeah.
Wow, that is pretty
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, no,
Man.
I was like, it's here. Like I said, I remember seeing Debbie Allen at the Woodruff Art
Wow,
Center.
no, that was big for you.
You know, so I was like, I'm close.
Right,
I'm
right,
close. I can't stop. You know,
Yeah.
even though I might want to. No, I can't. Like you just saw Debbie Allen.
Wow.
You know, she's choreographing a show
Yeah,
right where you are.
exactly.
What do you mean?
And it's
you
like your
know?
dream. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
remember
possible.
giving Nikki Giovanni directions to a theater,
Oh my God.
and I was like,
yeah.
at the same time, I wanted to come from out the box office.
And be like, yo, it's me. Your
Well,
biggest
you know,
fan.
and it's funny too because we talk about, like I said, relationships and there's people we make and life partners and just good friends. And it's funny because I was thinking about it as I got ready for the show, and I was like, you know what, Sam was one of the first people, right, to actually like I would say like listen to me in the sense that made me feel like, well, maybe I got something to say, because right, like, because here's the thing, right, this is set the scene. I got to tease Sam a little bit.
Oh boy, here we
You
go.
know, I got
Log
to
off.
I got
Log
to
off right now.
I got to Atlanta, and I had just got here, so I was like, "Yo, go this place or this place," and Sam would be like, "Where's that at?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." Sam knew like
yeah.
3 streets. Okay,
I did.
all of them.
Peachtree.
So she didn't. So I would say, "Yo, Sam." Because you're gonna get something to eat. I was like, why don't you go eat here? I want you to go to this place. And so I started saying her things, and Sam would listen to me. And I was like, well, wait a minute, maybe I have.
have a voice.
I was like, maybe I got a little value in what I'm saying.
You have the gift to inspire.
Yeah, I was like, and then Sam sometimes I would say something. She was like, it makes sense.
No.
And I was like, okay.
It's funny because I do remember something you told me. I don't know if you.
Uh-oh.
This is good though.
Go ahead, go
You know,
ahead.
this is back in the days where a sister was struggling, and I was trying to find a car, and I kept getting hoopties.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you were like, Sam, a car is just a bunch of parts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was just like, what do you say? He's like, it's just a bunch of parts. So, you know, do you recall
I
that?
remember that. That is one of my
'Cause
lines.
I was like,
That is
it's just a bunch of parts. I'm trying to think, what were you trying to get at? But I remember being like, okay, you're right.
yeah, because I
You're-
think you, like, once again, you were focused so much on the car and this and that. I said, listen, you need transportation.
There you go.
I
There
said,
you
Sam-
go.
I
No,
said-
you're right.
I said,
You're
Sam,
right.
you need transportation. I said, I don't think you're getting what I'm saying. I said, quit worrying about how it's looking.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
because I mean, listen, we've all been there, right? So I think that I do remember that. No, because the
like,
thing
"It's
was,
okay."
well, no, because I think so often, and this goes even to what we've had a show. I had a show about this. So I was talking about where, you know, you have to be okay starting small. You have
Yes.
to be okay,
Absolutely.
getting started.
Absolutely.
So it might not look well. And I knew what you're going through because I've driven the hoopties and things like that.
Hoopties
And I
on top
said,
of hoopties.
and Sam was like, I just don't want this to represent me. And I was like, listen,
That's what it was.
It
You-
is not about. I said that car is not you. I
Yep.
said that car is a bunch of parts.
bunch
It's
of
going to put
parts.
together. It's going to get you to point A to point B. Wow.
Yep,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Wow, I did say that. Yeah. Like
See?
I said, Sam is
Dropping knowledge he didn't even know.
Well, you know, here's the thing is
He don't
too,
remember.
like I was saying in my intro, you know, like I said, you know, I used to be a kid that would mumble, would talk much, would sit in the back, So now to a point where, sometimes you can't stop me from talking.
That's me.
To be talking, but also to my whole thing is to have value. So sometimes, like you said, when I was saying something, and Sam was like, "Oh, listen to that," and taking notes of that. That's a good idea.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
So listen, we're gonna take a quick break because when we come back, we're gonna go way in depth talking about Project Slide.
Yes.
Her amazing company and some more cool questions. Like I said, I have to make sure I pace myself. I don't go down memory lane too
I know.
much.
Yeah, we're gonna stay focused here, guys. Sorry.
But listen,
Sorry.
stay tuned.
We got some good stuff.
Odell's Roundtable will be right back.